All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, Bitcoin is surging. Bitcoin is surging. Like we said in the past live streams, we knew that 100K was right around the corner. Actually, it broke 100K yesterday, but today it was at 104, 105. So it's just honestly for me, it's getting ready for that parabolic run that we've been talking about. And we got to remember in December and January, it's basically pretty much been consolidation or I wouldn't say sharp declines, but like 10 to 15% declines. And we're used to like 30, 40% declines in past cycles. So that's why I don't call them sharp, but we've been getting declines and we just kind of been getting this consolidation. So yeah, and most people not most people, but a lot of people ask, it's Financial Nutrition Channel, and they say, why do you talk about crypto so much? Crypto, crypto, crypto. Well, I think crypto, honestly, is going to be the new stock market, in my opinion. We have thousands of coins. I think a lot of assets are going to be digitalized. They're going to be tokenized, and we're going to just be trading a lot of value on the blockchain. So I think this is going to be stock market 2.0. But obviously, I still cover stuff in the stock market. I talked about some of my favorite plays, such as Dell, Intel, and things like that. I'm not currently in those positions, but I look to potentially build a position out towards the end of the year. All right. So, yeah. So, let's take a look at these charts. Not going to be on too long today. Got some stuff to do, but let me share my screen. Give me just a second. Okay. So if we look at BTC, we're at 104.9. Yesterday, I think we were at over 100K. We might have been at 102. I'm not sure. But, I mean, it's significant increase. Like I said, we could jump $2,000 to $3,000 in a few hours. In a day, we could jump $5,000 to $10,000. So it's nothing for BTC to do that. And honestly, a lot of the reserves, I was hearing on Cryptos R Us, a lot of the reserves on the exchanges are getting low. And this has been the first cycle where that has been the case. In past cycles, it's been that the reserve was going up. However, the demand was still outpacing the amount of reserves on the exchanges. This time around, reserves are going down and demand is shooting up. And one would say a lot more because we have the institutional investors this time around coming up buying those spot ETFs that we talked about. All right, so let's zoom out, probably do like a 2-day. So yeah, we've just been trucking on upward. We were at 95, 113. Today is the 17th. So yeah, I mean, about $8,000 to $9,000 worth of upside in the last 3-4 days. And I think this is just the beginning, right? We haven't even started really 2025. We're 17 days in, and we're holding that 100K mark pretty nicely. One would say we're already past that because we're at 104. And I think we're going to be shooting on upwards to that 110 to 115 area. But mostly what I'm paying attention to is the altcoins. Because you got to remember, the last year, 2024 and beyond, altcoins have really just been bleeding. Now, we did have some spike up. Obviously, we had that crazy spike in XRP. I'm not invested in XRP, but you could look at it. When it was actually at $2, I was saying, I don't know if it's going to break its all-time highs because it had that. If you look at the past, the past price action, we saw that it spiked up and crashed, spiked up and crashed. So I didn't think it had much more room to go. Now it may break its all-time highs of, did it break its all-time highs already? 330. If we look at the chart here, 334. What's the all-time highs for XRP? All-time high, 384. 384. Right? So we haven't got there yet. But in my opinion, now looking at the price action, obviously hindsight is 2020. I think it's going to go a lot higher. A lot of people are saying $15. I do not think XRP would get to $15, but you just never know, right? And you got to really think about it. It's not, if you see something valued at $200, $300 billion, it's not that there's 200 to 300 billion in the token. It's more of what's on the exchanges like Binance, Bybit, Coinbase, and things like that that kind of push the price up. It's what supply is on exchanges and how many people are actually buying the coin. So it could potentially go to $15, right? In a real bullish scenario. In my opinion, it does break its all-time highs of 384, but maybe $5 to $6 this cycle. Who knows? All right, but I'm really not into XRP like that because it's a legacy coin. Obviously, it's still on the front page, so it's nothing to sleep on. I think you could make some money on it if that's one of your plays, but you definitely got to be careful. All right, so Solana's at 218. It bounced back. I remember I think last week it was at 180. Right, so if you were a Solana fan and you said, okay, well, this is a dip, let me dollar cost average into Solana because it's at a discount, that's what you need to do. Because again, we haven't really started this bull market. A lot of people are predicting Solana to go to 800 to 1,000. So that's a 4 or 5x from here. So at a price of 180, that was a pretty good discount. One token that I'm pretty excited for this cycle is Avalanche. A lot of people have been talking about it. It hasn't moved too much recently, but it's holding its gains pretty good. And the reason why is because the tech is up there. The tech is up there with Solana and all the top coins. And in the creator of the coin, I believe he went to Cornell. Also, if you guys are not familiar with Cornell University, it's a pretty prestigious university, and a lot of computer science engineers come out of that university, and they come out with really good projects, right? It's a top tier school. So, and Avalanche has been holding that top 10 to 20 spot for a while now. So, and you gotta, it's kind of like that top 100 effect. If you see a coin in the top 100, most likely it's gonna double or triple in a bull cycle, in a crypto bull cycle. And I think Avalanche has a lot more to go. They're playing in the AI space, the AI agents. I think there was a chart. I don't know who put it up on Twitter, but there was a chart on Twitter, and it showed which layer ones had the most AI agents deployed on their platform. One was Base, right? The Coinbase network, layer one layer one for Coinbase, and then two was Avalanche. And the creator of Avalanche was actually talking about AI long time ago, right? So I think Avalanche was well positioned to deploy AI agents on its platform. I wouldn't say deploy, but have it ready for people to develop on the platform to deploy AI agents, right? And they're also in the gaming space. AVAX is in the gaming space, and I think it's one of the top layer ones that people deploy games on. So I think this one's a sleeper right now. The price action, in my opinion, is doing decent. It's consolidating, par with all the other altcoins in the space. I think once the bull market gets started, we're going to see Avalanche shoot up pretty quickly and get past its all-time highs, which is, I think it's 140 or 147. We could look at it right now. We'd have to guess. It's 146.22. And I think it can easily shatter that. People are predicting 200, 250, and maybe 300 to 400, being a real bullish crypto market, $300 to $400, right? All right, so again, you guys know my favorite space in the crypto market right now is the AI space. And remember, just a couple of weeks ago, we saw that the total market cap for the space was around 30 billion. It's gone up 8 billion in the last week. So it's moving on up. I honestly think this is a sleeping giant. I mean, you got coins like Virtuals, you got coins like AI, 16Z, you got BitTensor, and some other notable ones down here. But it's just a very small market cap. Again, I always say this, but you compare it to like if you see the market cap of Dogecoin or Shiba Inu, they're at 40, 50 billion. And that's the whole market cap for AI. So I think this is going to be at 500 billion to $1 trillion at the end of this bull cycle. All right, so it's going to be very interesting to see where this is at. This is cryptoslate.com. For those of you who don't know, if you want to check it out, you could go through here and check out the different categories with the different sectors within crypto, right? You can click on it and see what are the top sectors in crypto. What's good is to kind of take a look at this now, and then at the end of the year, come back to this website and see where this is at. And you could really see the opportunity, right? Sometimes you need to do that to really put it all into perspective, right? And I think this is going to be like in the hundreds of billions by the end of 2025. All right. So yeah, that's my take today on crypto. The market is doing really well. Again, January and February, December and January, we kind of cooled off. Remember, we had a really good November. That's when we broke 100K for the first time. And I just think that right now, we're getting ready for that parabolic move. I mean, we're seeing things go up. We saw Bitcoin go below 100K, above 100K. And I just think as we get closer to February, which is not that far, I mean, we got like 1 or 2 weeks left in January. I think we're going to see some phenomenal moves going into the next 2 months. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get you guys updated on the crypto space. It's looking pretty good, and I can't wait to cover it as we go up in price. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.